My Independent Study Guide Booklet, Grade 6, Chapter 7, Equations. Chapter 7, Lesson 1, Question 1. Which of the numbers is the solution of 3d equals 12? 3d equals 12. When you have a number and a variable next to each other, that indicates multiplication. The inverse operation for multiplication is division. We can show division with a division symbol, or we can show it with a line. I'm going to show division with a fraction bar line. Divide by 3, divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 cancels each other out. I have d equals 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Our answer is answer choice A, 4. Question number 2. Which of the numbers is the solution of x divided by 2 subtract 4 equals 10? Now we want to get x by itself, which means that we need to get divide by 2 subtract 4 on the other side. Now, when you do the order of operations, you're actually going to do them in the opposite way when you want to get rid of something. So in the order of operations, the first thing we would do is x divided by 2. So I'm going to put parentheses around here because that would be the first operation I do. This helps me realize that what I want to get rid of is minus 4, and I can do that by adding 4 to both sides. That cancels out the 4's on the left, and that leaves me with x divided by 2 equals 14. Now, to leave x by itself, I'm going to do the inverse operation of division, which is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply by 2 on both sides, divide by 2, multiply by 2 cancels out, and x equals 14 times 2, which equals 28. And that is answer choice B. Question number 3. Identify the solution of 84 divided by r equals 12. Now, this question is a red flag question. I'm going to draw a red flag here. Warning, warning, warning. Whenever you see dividing by a variable or subtracting by a variable, like if I see subtracting by x or dividing by x, that's a red flag question. It's telling you that you need to reset your problem before you solve it. And how do you do that? You want to make sure that you get the variable on the other side and then begin the problem. How do we do that? We simply do the inverse operation. So in this problem, it's division. So the inverse operation is multiplication. So we're going to multiply by r on both sides, and this will give us a new problem. 84 equals 12 times r. Now solve the problem. Okay, we just divide by 12 on the right, divide by 12 on the left, and you should get r equals 7. I lost my pen here, sorry, 7. Answer choice C. And if you want to check it, just go 12 times 7, 14, carry the 1, 7, 8, 84. Always check your work. Question number 4. Solve 3 equals 9 subtract n. Now it says use mental math, but just like in our last problem, this is a red flag question warning, 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 because I have subtracting a variable. I'm subtracting n. So before we start this problem, we want to get n on the other side. How do we do that? We use the inverse operation of plus n plus n. So our problem is 3 plus n equals 9. Now we can do the problem. I'm going to subtract 3 on both sides, and n equals 6. And that's answer choice D. Question 5. Solve 16 equals k plus 10. We're going to subtract 10 on both sides. 10 minus 10 cancels each other out. And 16 minus 10 equals 6. That's answer choice D. Chapter 7, Lesson 2, Question 1. Solve x plus 5 equals 12. We're going to subtract 5 on both sides. Cancels each other out. X equals 7. Answer choice B. Question number 2. 8 plus g equals 15. I can subtract 8 from both sides, and g equals 7. Question number 3. Solve 4 plus d equals 7. I can subtract 4 on both sides, and d equals 3. Answer choice B. Question number 4. Y plus 8 equals 10. I can subtract 8 on both sides. Y equals 2. And that's answer choice C. Question number 5. 11 equals 6 plus A. I can subtract 6 from both sides. Add 6, subtract 6, cancels each other out. A equals 5. Answer choice D. Chapter 7, Lesson 3. Solve for question 1. C take away 5 equals 2. I'm going to add 5 and add 5. Subtract 5, add 5, cancel each other out. C equals 7. Answer choice C. Question number 2. Solve D. Subtract 3 equals 8. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. Subtract 3, add 3, cancels each other out. And D equals 11. Answer choice B. Chapter 7, Lesson 3. Solve 4 equals B, subtract 2. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Subtract 2, add 2, cancels each other out. And B equals 6. Question number 4. solve 2 equals x, subtract 6. We're going to add 6 to both sides. Take away 6, add 6, cancels each other out. X equals 8. Chapter 7, Lesson 3, Question 5. T subtract 4 equals 1. So I'm going to add 4 and add 4. Take away 4, add 4, cancel each other out. T equals 5. And that's answer choice D. Chapter 7, Lesson 4, solve 3c equals 12. This is multiplication, so the inverse operation is division. You can divide by 3, and you're going to get c equals 4. I can also show this in another way. I can do 3c equals 12, and I could do divide by 3, c equals 4. This is the preferred method in algebra. Question number 2. Solve 32 equals 4d. We're going to divide by 4 on both sides. And that cancels each other out, and you get d equals 8. Now I want to talk to you about why when I have 4 over 4, it cancels each other out. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. 32 equals 4d. Okay, we divided by 4 on both sides. And it's easy to see that 32 divided by 4 equals 8. So that's easy. Okay, now 4 divided by 4 equals 1. So I could write 1d. Okay, and what's 1 times d? Well, it's d. Okay, so really what we're doing is we're kind of just eliminating this step here by crossing off these numbers. We're just eliminating that step. We're reducing it in our head to 1, and then we're doing 1 times 9 equals d. So that's basically what's happening when we cancel each other. When we say canceling out, we really mean we're making it a 1, and then we're multiplying it by the variable. Question number 3, 18 equals 2f. We're going to divide by 2, cancels each other out. 18 equals 9, which is answer choice A. Question number 4, 9g equals 45. So we're going to divide by 9, g equals 5. Answer choice A. Lesson 4, question 5, 5x equals 40. So we're going to divide by 5, that cancels each other out, x equals 8. Chapter 7, Lesson 5. 6 equals r divided by 3. The inverse operation for division is multiplication, so I'm going to multiply by 3 on both sides. Divide by 3 and multiply by 3 cancel each other out. So I have r on the right and 18 on the left. Now I could show multiplication with a multiplication sign, or I could have shown it like this. I could have just multiplied by 3. And you could have done this. I don't really know if there's a preferred method, to be honest with you. It's up to you. I mean, and again, you could also have done a dot, which I'll probably show in the next example. All right, so number 2, solve 14 equals W divided by 2. So you could have done this. Maybe I kind of like this one, doing it this way better. They cancel each other out. W equals 28, and that's answer choice A. Question 3, solve x over 12 equals 3. So we're going to multiply by 12, multiply by 12, that cancel each other out. X equals 36, which is answer choice C. Question number 4, we have x divided by 16 equals 2. We're going to multiply, do the inverse operation by 16 on both sides. Divide by 16, multiply by 16, cancel each other out. You have x equals 2 times 16, which is 32. That's answer choice A. Question number 5. Write an equation to represent the quotient of a number and 4 is 16. So the quotient of a number and 4 is 16. Now this one, as I was doing it, was a little bit tricky because I'm thinking like, okay, which number comes first? Is it so we're dividing a number and 4, okay? But the biggest part here is 16. Is 16. So I'm looking for one of my answer choices must have equals 16. So when I look down here, fortunately for us, there's only one choice that says is 16, okay? So the answer is going to be D. And in fact, it does say a number and 4, so that makes sense, a number and 4. So word problems like this are a little tricky sometimes because you're thinking the quotient is the answer and it's a number and 4 and it equals 16. So, but look for key words that can help you eliminate some of the choices like I did here. Is 16. Well, this one is a number. The B says is 4, and this says is a number. So you can tell that the only choice is